Hey guys, Boy here. How's it going? It's been a while since I last made a video. I didn't do a maintenance video this week, and that's my bad. I'm sorry about that. There's pretty much they put it all in the news anyways lately because it's the Annie, so everybody pretty much knew it was coming already. But of course we got our boy Freed. I already maxed him and stuff, which that's a funny story. But this video overall is just gonna be like just some general like discussion. I'm gonna go over the tickets and what I chose. Maybe if you haven't picked yours yet, what you should choose. And I know it's already like day 3, so everybody got their true equip, and it's been 12 hours since everybody got their true equip. So yeah, but whatever. But we're just go over that just because, and then I'm gonna give my thoughts on the raid, and then I'll show you guys my raid teams and stuff on why I picked the things I did. So yeah, just gonna be a quick like pretty much like an account update video. But like I said, I got freed. It's a funny story. So like the first night after maintenance, I did 175 worth of gems on his banner. I was hoping for him or girl, right? So I went ahead and I did 2 multis and I did the rest signals. I only did 2 multis because I did the first guaranteed multi and then the other multi was just chance. And then usually when I use free gems after I use my guaranteed multi, I always pull singles because I just feel like singles, like literally every character in my box has pretty much been gotten from a single. I'm not even joking. So yeah, but I didn't get him and I was like, really? And of course, I saved 30 gems for the True Cut banner because I wanted to try to get his true. So I was like, man, I'm fucking down. Well, let's see if we can get his true. So I go summon on the True Cut banner, and I end up getting Grawl's true. And I was like, well, great. So now I don't have Free, and I don't have Grawl, but I got Grawl's true equip, which is a shitty true equip unless it's equipped on Grawl. Fuck. So I was like super like mad and like depressed. So what I did is I go to town, right? I'm like, all right, I got 30 rainbow gems. Here we go. So I go to into exchange and I jump over to the rainbow gems and I'm like, fuck it. I want Phoenix true right now. I'm not waiting 3 days. I'm like, boom, I'm getting it. So I exchanged for her true weapon. Of course, the next day, Ark, big shout out to him. He was doing reroll accounts and finish everybody's first friends. And one of the things I never did on my account was I never did my first friends. And the reason I never did it is because I was waiting for Freed and Sony because I knew I wanted them. I knew I wasn't going to have money when they came around. So I was like, all right, I'm going to try to get them with my first friend gems. And Ark the next day was like, hey, I'm doing first friends. So Ark helped me. I think we were on first friend number 5 or 6. We were on 6 because I already had 2 prior. So I'm doing single pools as we're doing them, and then the 6th single pool, boom, there's a Roy, and I'm like, oh, please! And then boom, Freed. I really wish I would have recorded, but I was not expecting to get him at all. So that's how that went. But then I was angry at myself because I don't have free truth, so I gotta wait till Christmas until we get to 30 rainbow gems. Anyways, I probably ran it along about that. Let's get into the tickets. So if you guys have picked your tickets or just wondering what I picked, we're just gonna jump through like all the stuff. It's good, and like the reason I picked the things I did. So for 4-star, there's a couple good in here. Of course, you have the 3 defense items, the Phantom Shield, which everybody has. So never mind, ignore that. I just remembered everybody has that one. You got Michael, you got Phantom Mask, you got Blessed Necklace, and then you got Kaon. I would not pick Terra because, you know, Terra. But if you don't have Kaon, like hands down, you should have picked Kaon because it's just the best 4-star support in the game. Blessed Necklace for Celia, Phantom Mask for 421, Michael if you already have everything, and you don't have Michael yet because it's the light version of Phantom Mask, which is pretty good. The reason I picked Blessed Necklace is because I have everything else, right? It's all maxed and broken. Blessed Necklace wasn't maxed and broken yet. I think it was like LB3 or something like that. So I was like, okay, I don't have another heal stone right now until the login comes. So I was like, we'll just finish it off with the duplicate. So I was like, sweet. So that's really the reason I picked it. I don't even have Sal yet, but I'm maxing out fucking Blessed Necklace, whatever. As for 5-star equips, there's a bunch in here that you can pick that are really good. Of course, you have both the bows, the stun bow, flicker, and then Logia for the freeze bow. The defense items, you have Gargantua and Childoth, which are really good defense items. And then you have Hime, and of course you have Letterbag. Now, if you don't have Regulus and you don't have Letterbag, like have a crit enabler yet, you could pick Letterbag for the damage up and stuff. It can come in use later on, or you could pick Chrono if you know that you're going to need a damage up item later on, which have been pretty good choices. Like those are the first ones I would have picked. Another one I would have picked if you don't have Clara yet, because I haven't done Arena as a new player, or you don't have a cleanser like Fina or Elise, or a cleanse item yet for your Mako, you could go ahead and pick Hime to help you do things. The little hard challenges. I don't know if it cleans disease. I don't think it does. Yeah, it doesn't cleanse disease. So it can help you do plant and things like that and paralyze and just resist those. Of course, Gargantua has the dark 30-second CT 30% reduction. Shield off is the mitigation heal over time times 1.5 if you're on a light elemental. The reason I say Logia was because it's a freeze bow. It could help newer players with Adrum if you don't have a freeze enabler yet to help you one-shot him. And then, of course, Flicker Bow because it's stun bow. And the reason I picked Flicker Bow is because I only had one Flicker Bow, and I needed a second one to be able to do 421. So I'm going to be doing 421 Monday, and hopefully I can clear it. I have everything, so it's just going to take me some time. But it should be easier. An optional one that I would say would be Ragna, just because it's a burn equip. If you don't have a burn equip yet, and you have everything else, which would be a little weird. If you have everything else and you don't have a burn equip yet, it's kind of weird. But if you don't, you can pick that. It's like a 60% chance to burn or something like that. So it could be good for like your fire units or something. As for true equip, almost every single one here is good. I'm pretty sure you guys already know what you wanted. As for starter ones, if you picked your starter, please tell me you didn't, because that's super bad. You should have picked something else, because this is 15 rainbow gems. Whatever. I know some people who did that already, but I fell asleep earlier. I meant to do a video before this happened, but I fell asleep. Then, like, the ones I was stuck between, but, like, I guess I can get into that in a second. If you don't have Fina True and Regulus True, I feel like you should have picked those. Of course, even if you don't have the unit, I feel like you should have stockpiled them. Like, I know OP picked Fina True and is just going to have it for when he eventually gets Fina. But the ones I was stuck between was Alchemia, Elfkyria, and Truraz. And Truraz, boy, what the fuck are we getting Truraz for? Well, I wanted it for Adrum because it just helps him survive longer in group team comps when you're luck farming and stuff like that. It allows you to do more luck units in a comp when you're farming. But then I was like, well, shit, everybody's gonna shit on me when I make a video or I'm like showing how to do an event with 2 luck units or whatever else, and I'm using True Ross. So I decided against that, and then I was like, okay, it's True Elfkyria and True Alchemia, and I was like, well, Elfkyria just looks cool because it's a true weapon. It doesn't really do anything better, it's more heal amount 20%, and Fen doesn't need it. It's not like he gives more Archen or anything like that. So I ended up picking Alchemia because Rem is my waifu, and she is hands down my favorite unit. And she doesn't have like a fake true or anything like a Venom, and her true weapon is really good because this is like the base stats, it's not enhanced. I forget the damage, but it's dark elemental magic damage for 5 seconds and increases your own BE amount by 50%. So this stacks with X marks, so you can get like a bunch of BE. Decreases enemies' attack and defense by 20% when max enhanced. So this stacks with her art because most of the time you're spamming her art, and you're able to get a decent amount of debuffs on an enemy to either mitigate them dealing damage to you, or you just being able to do more damage to them without critting. And then you have Philosopher's Stones, increases magic damage by 10% all the time. And then it regenerates your Arc Gauge when you're near death, so when you're red health, which is really good. And then, of course, the normal one, her True, when it's equipped to her, it increases her damage by 20%. Awesome. And the Alchemist Heal amount by 20% when equipped by her. So the Alchemist Heal, if you don't know, it's 3% whenever you use an equip, HP. So it just increases a little bit further, just give you a little bit more health. And plus her animation for True Alchemy is sweet. It's pretty much like Melia's like normal art. Like if you've seen that, that's pretty much what it is. So yeah, that's why I picked that, because yeah, I wanted it for her. As for unit of choice, we now have 7 days until then. Of course, a lot of you guys, if you don't already know, I did a type up in the Discord explaining what unit you should get. Of course, the big ones are Fen, Platina, Celia, Rag, and Rem. Yeah. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. No, I'm not. Okay. If you don't have Mako or Serpa, you're picking Fen. Alright, hands down, you need an Archen. If you have Mako or Serpa, but you don't have a lot of the other units, you don't want to really pick Fen just because he's really good and he's an Archen. You kind of want to look the other way. And the way I think you should go is if you don't have Fina or a status cleanser overall, I would pick Celia, because you could run like Mako, Acerpa, Celia, and Celia is super good because she can cleanse herself. She takes all the status ailments to herself, and she can help you live longer. And her Mako, Freed, and Sony is a decent team comp. So that's what I would do if I didn't have everything I already had. And then you have Rem. Rem's really, really good because of all of her debuffs, her buffs, and stuff like that. She's way better than Rag. Like, if you're just picking Rag because you want Rag and you don't have, like, a nuke comp ready to nuke things with Rag, you should pick Rem. Because I know a lot of guys are like, I'm going to get Rag. I'm like, okay, do you have this, 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 and this? Which is Regulus with his 2 equip. Do you have a Grad? Do you have Letter or Chrono? Do you have Rag's event item? Because if you're going to join pubs with Rag, you need to have Rag's support item max enhanced. You need to have that because you need to have a decent magic gear. You need to have Scissor Blade or a Hero Gloves or a decent Fizz item to run into his Fizz slot to help buff damage up. If you don't have these things, he's decent because he faints, right? But he doesn't do a lot of damage if you don't have those enablers. So definitely pick Rem because she just helps out a lot more. You can use her for 421 and stuff like that. And then the last one, who was it? Oh, Platina. Platina is like the one that you would pick if you do have everything else. I know a lot of people have everything else, but they don't have a decent breaker. Platina is, of course, best breaker in game. Used for Rag. You can use her for 23 in Dungeons and Trials. But, of course, I'm picking Rag. I have everything else in here that I wanted. The only thing I'm missing is Celia, but I have Fina. And the reason I'm picking Rag, and this is a really hard choice for me because I really wanted Celia because Celia is freaking awesome. But I have Regulus to equip. I have Fina already. I have Mako. I have Fen. I have Est. I have Ram. I have Rayon. I have Narum. I don't have number 2. Yeah, I don't have Platina. So I was thinking about that, but then I was like, nah, I want something cool. So I was like, I'm getting Rag. And I have everything to set up Rag. Like, I have 3 of his supports maxed out and stuff like that. So that's the reason I'm picking Rag. But, yeah, you guys should really think about what you're picking and choose wisely, not just because you think, I mean, I guess you could choose it because you think it's cool. That's cool and all. But if you really want the best bang for your buck, you really should pick something that's going to synergize better with your team comp and help you progress further in the game. All right. Now, yeah, that's all the Annie stuff. So, yeah, we have 7 days for that. Of course, I have 0 rainbow gems now. So, raid stuff, right? I finished the raid shop the first night it was out. Just going to scroll through because people don't believe me whenever I say I do that. But the raid launched, what was it? Wednesday night, Thursday morning. I finished it that first night by sunrise because I stayed up all night. Did my 100 runs. I was 3rd place when I finished. Of course, I'm 84th now because I haven't done it since. There's a couple things you can do. If you guys don't know, of course, you get all your awards. You get 4 LB studs total between exchange and 100 wins or 100 defeats. And then if you're in ranking, you get rainbow gems and alex stones, depending on where you are. You're pretty much guaranteed a rainbow gem if you're semi-playing this, right? If you finish your 100 runs and you're not like a complete noob, and I don't even know how many people are playing this game right now, but I'm pretty sure you're getting a rainbow gem. So that's nice. But if you're top 30, you're getting 3, which is even better. So the higher you can be, the more time you have to play, the more rewards you get, the more alch you're getting. And if you're free to play, you should definitely like play this whenever your stuff's on cooldown, so that way you can start getting leaderboards. Because people are going to calm down here and be like me and not play because they don't give a fuck. But if you really want some rainbow gems and you're missing like the last couple to get a tro cup or something, you should definitely push leaderboards. But overall, the raid was fun. We had 4 difficulties. We had 2 of the dragon and 2 of the doggo. Doggo being the hardest, 6-star. But it's kind of a joke, right? I can auto doggo, solo him, gives you like 35 million points or some shit, and it takes me like 5 minutes. I'm sure people can do it that way faster. That's how long it takes me. And then the dragons, like, they take like 2 seconds. But when this dropped, was the test raid on JP, so we didn't think we were going to get this. We didn't want this. We wanted the Aj raid because it was like the first real raid JP got. It was the first raid equip. So we were all really bummed when we saw this and it didn't have an equip. It just had LB stones. I mean, LB stones are nothing to scoff at. We got 4 unit LB stones, which was awesome for free play. But it was just like a letdown for vets because it's just super easy because everybody was expecting a challenge. We were hyping it up as a challenge and stuff, and we go in and we're autoing it. Like, really? I guess the devs weren't listening that well overall, but it's still fun to do. It was something new to grind. It's like, it's fun because it's new, even though it has no meaningful rewards after 100. It's just still fun to do. So that's why people are still going at it. But we'll see. The only other complaint I have is usually they last for 3 to 4 days, but since it's our first raid, it's lasting for like, I don't know, it's a certain amount of days. So if you want to push leaderboards, you have a bunch of time to push leaderboards. But yeah, so that's the raid. If you guys want to know what my teams are that I'm running for, this is the team I've been running the entire time. It is Fen, Fina, Rem, and Regulus. I haven't switched anything. I just switched equips because I've gotten 2 true equips since the raid started. Originally I was running X marks on Fina, and I forget what I was running on Rem actually at the start. I think I was running Brag Armor or some shit for dark damage up. But yeah, as I was running, I've run it the entire time. Occasionally in Doggo will one-hit Fen just randomly, even when you have midi up, which is super fucking annoying because he gets the burn damage on him. So Team 2 has Mako in there, and I've never seen the second unit in Team 2. Like, I've only seen Mako. So Mako will come in instead of Fen, and I'm able to keep going and stuff. Like I said, I can auto Doggo. So yeah, overall, it's pretty fun. We'll see how things go and stuff like that. But yeah, guys, if you guys have any questions about how things are working and stuff, any video ideas you want me to do, I think I might stream Floor 21 Monday, maybe, depending on if my computer's working or not. We'll see. But yeah, just a quick update video. Probably not quick. I've probably been talking for like 15-20 minutes now. But yeah, I hope you guys are having good luck on your pools. Remember, the banner is only here for until the next maintenance. It's not 2 weeks. It's only a week banner. So make sure you're pulling your units. And I hope you guys are having fun with the raid. So yeah, guys, just make sure you're making good choices with your tickets. And I hope you guys have a great day. This has been Boy.